equals b, then a squared equals b squared. All right, if we square one side, we can square the other side, and they will still remain equal. So if we have the square root of x equals 4, then what I can do is I can square root both sides, right? Because what happens when you square square root?
It is
What do you think happens when you square square root? I have a square root, and I square it. They cancel each other out. Because they're the opposites, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, if I square square root, like square root of x squared, I just get x. Right? And then, so x equals 16. So let me plug 16 in here. Let's see if it's true. What's square root of 16? 4. There you go. The square root of a plus 5 added to 7, that gives me 12. So I need to get a by itself. First thing I need to do is I need to get the square root sign, okay, the radical sign by itself. So I need to subtract 7 to both sides. So I get a plus 5, the square root of a plus 5 on one side, and I get 5 on the other side. So now I square both sides. The square root of a plus 5 squared is what?
5 squared.
A plus 5.
Oh yeah.
Alright, we get rid of the square root sign by squaring it. 5 squared is 25. I want to find out what a is, so I subtract 5.
20.
A is 20. Let's check my answer. What's 20 plus 5? What is the square root of 25? What's 5 plus 7?
Yeah.
Does 12 equal 12?
Yeah.
Write this one down. So we have square root of c minus 3 minus 2 equals 4. Now, again, we have to get the square root sign or the radical sign by itself. All right, the book calls it isolate it. So I need to add 2 to both sides first. So I have square root of c minus 3 equals 6. The square root sign is isolated by itself, so now we can square both sides. Square root of c minus 3 squared is 3 minus 3. 6 squared is 36. It's not 6 times 2, it's 6 times 6. We add 3 both sides. What is 36 plus 3? 39. Let's check my answer. What is 39 minus 3?
36.
What is the square root of 36? What is 6 minus 2?
4.
Does 4 equal 4?
Yes.
Yep. Write this down. Alright, the first thing we need to do is isolate the radical sign, so I need to subtract 4 to both sides. I'm left with the square root of h plus 1 on one side. I'm left with 10 on the other side. Can I square it? Yes, we have the radical sign isolated. So, the square root of h plus 1 squared is h plus 1. 10 squared is 100. 10 times 10 is 100. We subtract 1 on both sides. What does h equal? 99. Okay, let's check it. What is 99 plus 1? What's the square root of 100? What is 4 plus 10? Oh, there we go. Shouldn't get any of these. You should not get any of these wrong because you can check your answer. We have the square root of k plus 1 equals k minus 1. Now, usually we had to get the variables on the same side, but can we do that here?
No.
No, because the radical sign has to be isolated. We can't have something to the outside of it on the same side. So we go ahead and square both. What is the square root of k plus 1 squared? K plus 1. We just got rid of the radical sign. Now we have k minus 1 squared, which is a difference of a square. Remember this? Okay, difference of a square means the first number squared minus 2 times the first number times the second number. Okay, which 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times k is 2k. Okay, then plus the second thing squared, which 1 squared is 1. Everybody with me? No, you should be. All right, now what we want to do to solve this is we want to get 0 on one side. So I'm going to subtract 1 to both sides. I'm also going to subtract k. All right.
Wouldn't it be at K?
No, because k is positive. I want to get 0 on this side. Okay, remember how to solve these? We get.
It's already 0 if you stretch the K.
We stretch the k.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
I thought
Okay.
on that
Okay.
side.
Yep. K squared. Okay, we have minus 2k and we have minus k, which is minus 3k. We have 1 minus 1 that cancels each other out. This is what we're left with. K squared minus 3k. What can I do?
But we wanted 0. Right?
What do I do to solve this? Can I factor something out?
K.
What's left?
K minus 3.
K minus 3. So I will solve each of these separately. K equals 0 and k minus 3 equals 0. Remember doing that? So I already solved one. K equals 0. What does the other k need to be? We had 3 both sides. K equals 3. So my options could be 0 and 3. Plug 0 in, you'll get 0. If you plug 3 in, you'll get 0 as well. So those are my two answers, 0 and 3. Here's what we think are our two answers, right? We've circled them. But I forgot we need to check these. Okay, you need to actually check them because one of them might not work. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all this. Okay. Now we said k equals 0 and k equals what? 3. So plug both of these in. 0 plus 1, screw root. 0 minus 1. What is 0 plus 1? What is the screw root of 1?
No, that's
Actually, no. Okay. Does the screw root of 1 equal negative 1? No. So can I use 0? No. Now let's plug 3 in there. 3 plus 1.
4.
3 minus 1. What is 3 plus 1? 3 plus 1. It's 4. Thank you, Shang. What's the screw root of 4?
2.
What is 3 minus 1? So which is the only answer that works?
2. Yeah.
3. Right? So make sure, okay, I forgot that you had to actually verify. So make sure that one of those works. Okay? At least one will. Maybe both, but in this case it didn't. Okay, so here's this problem. Square root of t plus 5 equals t plus 3. What do I need to do?
Square them both.
Square both sides.
Let me do the
What's the square root of t plus 5 squared?
5.
T plus 5. T plus 3. Now this is a sum of a square. I think that's what they call it. So you take the first thing squared plus 2 times the first thing times the second thing. 2 times 3 is 6 times t plus the second thing squared. There you go. Okay, if you're not for sure, then you can do t plus 3 and FOIL it. T squared, 3t, 3t, and 3 squared, which would be 9. Alright? Alright, now we want to get 0 on one side. So I'm going to subtract 5. I'm also going to subtract t. So we should have 0 on one side. We should have t squared plus 5t plus 4. Now what I need to do is I need to solve this. So what adds to give me 5 and multiplies to give me positive 4? Adds to give me 5, multiplies to give me 4. Let's think about what multiplies to give me 4. 2 times 2. Does that add to give me 5?
4 times
No, but 4 times 1 does. So, t plus 1 times t plus 4. They both equal 0. If you want to make sure, okay, you can FOIL it. T squared, that'd be 4t, that'd be 5t, and that would be 4. if you remember it from the first day we did factoring, right? We just do t plus 1 and we do t plus 4. Now, I need to do t plus 1 equals 0. So, what does t need to be if you add 1 to it and get 0? Negative 1. We subtract 1 both sides. Alright? So, t is negative 1. It's one of my answers. T plus 4 equals 0, so what does t need to be?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. Now we need to verify. Let's see which one will work. Okay? So, don't forget that we had negative 1 and negative 4. Shane, please be quiet. Let's plug in negative 1.
4.
What is negative 1 plus 5? 4, what's square root of 4? What is negative 1 plus 3? 2, so negative 1 works. Let's plug in negative 4. Negative 4 plus 5, square root. Negative 4 plus 3. Negative 4 plus 5 is 1. The square root of 1 equals negative 1. Is that true?
No.
No. So 4 is out. Negative 1 is my only answer. Alright, let's work this one. X minus 3 equals square root of x minus 2. We square root both sides. I'm going to, well, x minus 3 squared, that's a different square, so we take the first thing squared, minus 2 times 3, which is 6, times the first thing, which is x. Then we take the second thing squared, which so 3 times 3 would be 9. And then square root of x minus 1 squared is x minus 1. Again, we want to get 0 on one side, so we subtract x and we add 1. That would give me x squared minus 7x plus 10 equals 0. Now I can factor. What adds to give me negative 7, multiplies to give me 10. Now, if you look, C is positive, so that means both numbers have to be positive. Or actually, they both have to be the same sign. But B, negative 7, is negative, so that means they both have to be negative. Negative 5, negative 2. Good. So, I just do x minus 5 and x minus 2 equals 0. So, if I solve x minus 5 equals 0, I add 5 to both sides. X equals 5. I add 2 to both sides. So I have 5 and 2 as my two possible answers, but that may not be true. So we have 5, we have 2. Plug them in. 5 minus 3 equals square root of 5 minus 1. What's 5 minus 3? 5 minus 3?
2.
2. What is 5 minus 1? 4. What's square root of 4? 2. So 5 works. Plug in 2. 2 minus 3 equals 2 minus 1. What's 2 minus 3?
1.
Negative 1. What's 2 minus 1?
1.
Does the square root of 1 equal negative 1?
Yeah.
No, it does not. It has not the last 3 problems. So 5 is your only answer.